the game is loading in. It seems you have no connection problems, no nothing, as everyone have actually managed to load into the game. And well, there we go. The ACUs have landed. Sladow-Noob is gonna be the one for Team FAF Business to be the one actually well playing on the middle island, going mano a mano versus the guy from the other side. That is gonna be Rade playing Seraphim. So we already have basically a mirror matchup happening for those teams. And let's see if who else do we have playing on the Team Amogus. It's gonna be Waffelznoob playing Aeon. He's gonna be on the main Navy island. As we can see, he will have to basically expand towards this position here, grab those maxes, and after that, he will have to go and fight versus two of the enemy AIs. On the air slot, for the Team Amogus, we're gonna have Sladow-Noob also playing, well, Aeon. Who would have told? Everyone play Aeons. Everyone is Aeon. Join the way. And let's all hail for the princess. And last but not least, it is gonna be Tersto, playing for some reason Seraphim. A very interesting choice. Then, on the opposing side of the team, there is gonna be the M28 being the little nuisance on the bottom right corner playing Seraphim. And then his teammate is gonna be M28 Navy playing Aeon. Then for the rest of the team, FAF Business, we're gonna have Hybrid playing Aeon, and already going in for an early walk with his ACU to go and build this expansion here, and then he's gonna go and join Sladow on the middle island to make sure that he's not gonna get cheesed by any... Well, M28 means business. It's already going for the early engineers belonging to Rade. It have missed the first shot due to a decent... Wait, that's not an AA, that's a PD. And the engineer is actually gonna get shot down. Do we have AA coming out? Yes, he's gonna go and try to build an AA fast to go and respond to the first bomber by the AI. As M28 is gonna go and drop another bomb to go and kill this engineer. As the AA is actually gonna go out. Let's see if he can drop or run away. Nope. Not a single bomb, and not even gonna go and run away, but still. Two engineers have been killed, and let's see, the other AIs on the right bottom part of the map are unfortunately not gonna go for anything sneaky, so yes. It seems like Team Amogus is gonna be on the back foot from the very beginning, but yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the Team FAF Business. We have Shen playing Aeon, and just like Hybrid, he's gonna go and try to join the fight on the middle, and on the air slot, we're gonna have Endranii also playing Aeon, because everyone is Aeon these days. It's just such a good faction, so why not play it? And let's see how is Sladow gonna respond to the fact that there is gonna be a single ACU popping on his doorstep in a few more seconds. So will there gonna be some kind of PD? Anything or not? Well... what is gonna be a response, Sladow? Okay, the PD, no, it's not a PD, it's still just PD opinions. And yeah, the PD in response to the enemy ACU is gonna be out in a few seconds. And the thing is, the PD by Rade have actually been finished, so Shen is gonna have a little bit harder time dealing with that base up there. Sladow also managed to go and finish his own PD. He's gonna go and lose a single max, another one here to the ACU belonging to Terzo, so we can already see some damage being done here and there. And let's just go and split the view so we can see what is happening there, okay? Nice moves by Shen to go and actually go and reclaim the walls around the PD. And now he's gonna go and actually capture it, which is a very interesting choice. Especially if he manages to go and capture it, because that ammo... A beautiful control play coming out by Rade to make sure that Shen cannot actually go and grab the control of the PD. Because if it actually he lost it, that would be horrible, and that's actually a funny visual book, as Shen's ACU is still trying to capture an air or something. I guess he needs oxygen, but... what is this bug? Are we gonna have a restart of the game happening, because Shen's ACU is not doing anything? It's bugged! Oh my goodness, what is this? Anyway, it seems like Tersto is actually gonna be the one grabbing the better part of the map here, as we can see him destroying not only the few mexes belonging to Sladow, but also getting rid of the T1 hydrocarbon power generator. And yes, AC belonging to Shen is unable to shoot or anything. Thankfully, he still have some frigates to go and help him. But Waffelznoob is gonna respond just on time to go and make sure that the frigate alone is not gonna be capable of destroying or dealing any more damage towards this stuff here. And with the ASU being bugged like that, this is a horrible outcome for the Team Pep business. Like, they weren't doing that bad, but yeah, that bug is gonna most likely cost them a game. Especially as Sladow-Noob is losing more and more stuff here. Honestly, I wonder why the hell they aren't actually going for the... Okay, it seems like the ASU have been unbugged somehow, and yeah, Waffelznoob managed to go and move his ASU here to go and try to defend whatever is left from the base belonging to Rudder. And unfortunately for the Team Pep business, it is actually way better than whatever the hell is happening on the Sladow part of the map. So thankfully, the early move by Hybrid is gonna go and save whatever the hell is left from the base, although stealing the reclaim from Sladow is not gonna help him out. And let's see what is happening here. Well, the T1 PD is, well, thankfully buying just enough time for Sladow, for Team Rade and everyone else to go and save the remnants of the base. Sladow-Noob gonna go and take a few shots, not only from the ACU, but also from the incoming frigate, which is gonna get shot down by the submarine and the Beacon-class frigate belonging to Shen. But the Waffelznoob's ACU still being alive here in this spot means, well, that this base is gonna stay alive for a little bit longer, which is unlike what is happening on the other side, where, well, Hybrid is gonna get, well, double teamed by Tersto and Rade ACU, meaning that the base belonging to Sladow is unfortunately gonna get shot down and dismantled by the Team Amogus. The bombers from Tersto are gonna get shot down by the interceptors belonging to Hybrid. Seraphim-Noob gonna go and try to save them. We can see him shooting down a few interceptors belonging to Hybrid, as Hybrid is not gonna go and fight for the air control much longer. But let's see what is happening on the top side. Sladow-Noob still trying to go and fight and, well, deal as much damage as he can, but his ACU unfortunately have only 1k and 500 HP left remaining, so yeah, he will have to go and fall back, and that visual book is still there, although thankfully it seems like Shen can just keep on shooting, so yeah. Not all is lost yet. But when we look at the expansions, it actually seems like Shen have managed to go and grab more control over the island. That is, if he can actually build the mexes. As we can see, he was fighting versus enemy AI over control here. And it seems like, yeah, compared to his opponent, that is the Tersto, he's gonna be a little bit more comfortable in this game when it comes to the map control, but for some reason nobody still took these free mexes here. Not sure why exactly, but hey. So let's look at the mass income. This is the AI team, this is the team 2, this is us AI. So yeah, team 3, Team Pep Business on 172 mass income per second, compared to the Team Amogus, which is on 185, so yeah, they're a little bit behind, but nothing big right now, so yes. They still do have the chance to go and make a comeback. Let's see what the M28 is actually up to. For now they're just building a big amount of T1 landings for some reason. Although thankfully they're starting to build up some navy here and there. Yep, more naval factories here for the M28. As soon enough, unless Hybrid is gonna go and start working on dealing with this menace here, he might actually wake up with his hand in piss. Wait, that's not how... I don't think this idiom actually works in English, unlike in Poland, so yeah. That was kind of an awful thing to say. But yeah, Shen is actually making a very good job here, as he's trying to make sure that the other AI cannot go and play versus him. He's trying to go and contain it to this part of the map. And the same can be said on the other side, as Waffelznoob is also doing the exact same thing. He's gonna go and kill the enemy RHQ, gonna kill a few T2 maxes here belonging to the M28. And then after that, he should have a free reign over the left side of the map, but just as I say it, it seems like the other M28 is gonna go and join the fray. Meaning that it's gonna take a little bit more effort to go and take control over the top left side corner of the map. And well, it seems like Hybrid have been unfortunately forced back from the AI forces, as he will have to go and focus on dealing with the incursion happening from Tersto, as we can see the fight between the Seraphim and Aeon forces just brewing in the middle, although it seems like this push by Tersto is gonna be nothing else but a mass donation. The AI, the M28, building some torpedo bombers to go and dissuade any kind of incursions from the enemy frigates belonging to Tersto. As it seems like AI won't take it too kindly to anyone coming close and meaning harms to its maxes here. The response is gonna be swift. As we can see, the AI actually pulling more and more forces towards this position here to make sure that the Tersto is gonna leave it alone. T3 Air already on the game. As we can see, Sladow-Noob already finishing his T3 max on 80% compared to his opponent, being Endranii, who is still more or less sitting on the T2 stage. The air factory have been finished, so the T3 max Pigeon is gonna get started up. But in the meantime, there is gonna be still a few T-torpedo bombers made by the men to go and basically shot down these annoying little guys here. As we can see that Tersto is basically trying to be a little pain in the arse to everyone on the other side of the team. Tactical missiles started up by Tersto, which is an amazing choice considering he will have the ability to basically go under the water and, well, be an annoying little prick to every max on these positions here. He can also kill that stuff there, and if not, he can always walk his ACU towards the base belonging to Hybrid and bomb hit the maxes in the main base, and well, look at these juicy targets here. So unless Hybrid makes some TMD preemptively, he may wake up with a really big back pain. Waffelznoob is just spotted a drop happening from the AI, which is just going in with a transport to go and drop. Okay, the ASF is here to respond. But it is, well, shooting over. And is the drop gonna land or not? Nope. It is gonna get shot down by the ASF and the little T1 interceptors belonging to Sladow-Noob. There's another one coming their way. But it is also gonna get shot down in a single volley by the ASF belonging to Sladow-Noob. T2 Navy being fielded by Shen, which would give them a very nice chance to actually go and make a comeback here on the middle island. Although the response from Waffelznoob is immediate. As we can see, the Exodus class destroyers also being fielded by the men. Some nice team play happening, as we can see that this factory, even though it is building units by Rade, all of the units are immediately being given out. Or no, they are not. My bad. The colors are just so similar that I thought that he actually transferred all of his frigates to the under the command of Waffelznoob, but no, that was my mistake. Let's see what is happening on the bottom part of the map. As we can see that the enemy AI is actually getting under fire from the torpedoes being launched by the destroyer from Tersto. And it seems like Tersto is actually doing quite okay here. You have the destroyers, you have the cruiser to defend from the torpedo bombers and everything else. And it seems like he's, well, making a really good work here compared to Hybrid, who is actually getting slowly pushed back by the M28 on the other side of the island. As the man doesn't have any kind of T2 Navy available yet, the switch have been made and it seems like the first Exodus class is gonna be finished in the next few seconds. And there it is, the first Exodus for Hybrid. Which, well, hopefully is gonna get used to make some damage towards this position here, as you don't want the enemy AI to be building Exodus class on your doorstep. Though it seems like the M28 is gonna go and reroute some of its forces towards the other part of the map, where Tersto is basically bullying it all the time. So that's very nice to see that both AIs are actually working in tandem. Although I'm not really sure if you wanna be building so many T1 submarines, although considering they're going up versus the Seraphim destroyers, this big amount of, well, submarines might actually work out just fine, especially as we can see that the AI is focusing all of its forces to go and kill the destroyers first instead of opting for killing the useless frigates. And well, unless Tersto is gonna go and watch out, he's gonna go and keep on losing the destroyers. As the first one is gonna go and fall down after the first volley. No, never mind, it's gonna stay alive on just 60 HP. And it is gonna stay alive. The AI made a mistake. It miscalculated the amount of torpedo defense available for the destroyers, meaning that the guy is gonna stay on 1 HP. As the next target is gonna be the cruisers belonging to Tersto. Yeah. The man better go and watch out. Let's see. Any kind of damage done by Tersto? Well, it seems like he didn't manage to go and nuke anything with the TML missiles. As it seems like everything is actually... yeah, anything of value is protected by the TMDs, so yeah. Unfortunately, there is no good targets to go and snipe, and with the Exodus class being fielded by Hybrid, he is gonna be forced to actually go and run away from this position, so yeah. Not much value, if anything, have been gathered by the TML on the ACU. And the top side actually looks to be quite even, as both Waffelznoobs and Shen are not gonna fight for the strait, but instead they will go and relocate their forces to go and make sure that the AI is unable to play the naval game, because you don't want any kind of distraction happening. Especially as the AI is building more and more cruisers, which are gonna be a pain in the yards to defend from. Like you can already see, a T2 Max have been killed by the M28, so yeah. Shen relocating his forces towards the top side is a very good choice. Torpedo bombers being built by the M28. XDs happening on the chat. Not exactly sure why, but it seems like Sladow is just... okay, one of the AIs actually have been sniped. That was a loud scream by Vendetta, as her ACU just exploded, but yeah. One of the AIs have been sniped by the units belonging to Shen, but I don't think this was a good idea, because he lost two... no, he lost a single destroyer to that, and a few frigates, so I don't think this was a good chance. Even more so, as he lost one more destroyer, because he wasn't paying attention, so yeah. Not the best moves by our little friend. Especially as it seems like Waffelznoobs is not taking any... yeah, he's not taking any damage at all, as all of his cruisers and destroyers are still alive and fine and dandy. So yeah, the better trades are on the side of the team Amogus. But let's take a look at the available mass. Team Amogus on 460 mass per tick. Meanwhile, Team Pepe Business on 420, so even though they were ahead in the early stages of the game, it seems like the advantage have swung in the different direction, especially with the loss of the map control on the middle after the disastrous early game from Shen, where his AC got bugged and unfortunately was unable to deal damage and, well, destroy the base belonging to Radev, who is still in the game compared to Sladow, who is, well, just staying alive on like what, 2 T1 maxes, and that's it. That's all the men have. The poor German, well, have been forced out of his own home island, and, well, right now he's just trying to stay alive. Also, I love the choice to go and build some Vespers versus the enemy T2 destroyers, because they're a good counter versus the Seraphim, as Shen is making good little fights versus these guys here. Though I don't agree with the cruiser taking the damage from enemy destroyers. That's very bad. So please make sure that your cruiser is in the backline, because it doesn't have DPS, it doesn't have HP, and you will still need it if you want to go and stay alive, as Soles have been filtered by Archipelago to go and snipe down the enemy destroyers, which is gonna be nice. But no, the air fight is actually gonna go and happen, as Seraphim is gonna go and come down and destroy all of the ASF belonging to Archipelago, who wasn't unfortunately paying attention to what is happening. And even though the Soles is gonna go and snipe down 2 of the enemy destroyers, the price Archipelago is gonna pay for that is gonna be dear, as he's gonna go and basically lose half of his air force that was available to him. Meanwhile, Sladow-Noob not taking any losses, not even a single ASF have been shot down. So that's very bad, even more so, as the AI, after losing his friend, is gonna go and make sure that Shen is gonna have hard time to go and keep control over this part of the map. As we can see, that the cruisers are raining death upon this little island. But what I would like to see is actually more involvement happening on the left side, because Waffelznoob is just amassing an amazing force of the T2 destroyers. He have 17, nearly 20 destroyers available versus what? 1, 2 Exodus class ships for Shen. So yeah, if Waffelznoob just moves in all of his forces to just go in here, and Shen will have nothing to defend from that. Right now we can even see that his forces are being torpedoed by Sladow-Noob, as there is a response happening, as the interceptors are gonna go and shut down the incoming torpedo bombers, as one skimmer after another gonna get shot down. But unfortunately, the ASF are here to go and basically clean up whatever the hell is happening here. And Archipelago is gonna take one more bad fight, and unfortunately, once again, he's gonna go and concede the air control to the Sladow-Noob, and with the incoming onslaught of the Aeon destroyers from Waffelznoobs, this seems like Shen will have to basically go and fall down versus the incoming might of the Waffelznoobs, as Team Amogus is taking control over more and more space in this map. And there seems like there is no response. No response for the Team Pepe Business, so yeah. As well, Shen is gonna go and control his ACU to go and deal some damage versus the enemy ASF, basically killing like what? 70% of them? Yeah, something around that part. So yeah, that was a very nice job to go and basically try to go and salvage the game. We also have a T2 transport coming in to go and save Sladow from the incoming threat of the enemy T2 Navy. But even though enemy ASF have been killed by the fast control KA, it's gonna be still very hard to go and come back to this game, as Archipelago have what? only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factories building ASF. Compared to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 air factories for Seraphim-Noob. So yeah, this is gonna be very hard to go and come back to. And with the torpedo bombers changing the direction to now go and basically kill off the Exodus destroyers belonging to Hybrid, it seems like the other guy can... Okay, Sladow-Noob just went and comp-bombed the ASF belonging to Seraphim-Noob, making sure that all of the ASF belonging to Team Amogus are basically out of the game, meaning that right now Endranii might try to go and switch all of the production available to torpedo bombers, as he will have to go and try to make something happen, as we can see that there is a cavalcade of Exodus class destroyers coming on the other side. And if Bully-Noob is not stopped, if nothing is gonna happen on the top side, Waffelznoob is basically gonna go and walk in, or should I say, sail in his big navy towards the air grid belonging to Endranii. And if, well, the moment the air grid is cooked, there is gonna be no chance of comeback happening. Especially as it seems like the AI is gonna be unable to go and stop the big forces belonging to Waffelznoob from reaching the base belonging to Endranii, so yeah. And unfortunately, even though one of the cruisers is gonna get sniped, the other one, or should I say the other few from Waffelznoobs, are gonna still stay alive, making it so there is nothing that can go and stop this navy from destroying this air grid. And not only that, it seems like Endranii is also gonna get torpedoed to death by the Exodus class. So an unfortunate ending for the Team Pepper business, which unfortunately didn't pay the taxes, and as such the Vindicator Waffelznoob have came to go and reclaim what is his. As the AC belonging to Endranii have been sniped by the Exodus class, and now there is only one man remaining. Hybrid, the man. Is he gonna go and make something happen or not? Well, he does have the Kiefer class available as he went for the Fast T3. But the problem is, he only have 2 bases available, and he's not only going up versus the Tersto, but he's also getting bullied by the AI. As you can see, M28 didn't take it too kindly to having his balls tickled by Hybrid in the early stages of the game. So he was playing 2v1 the whole time. And yes, the whole air grid is gone. And with nothing to go and stop this army, it seems like Waffelznoobs is just gonna keep on marching forward, as his navy have set sail towards the main base of Hybrid. He is still gonna try to go in the moat and shore up some defenses here. As we can see, the Omen class and the Kiefer are coming back to go and defend the T3 HQ belonging to him. But the chances of staying alive are getting dimmer and dimmer, as the economy, the build power and everything is gonna go and come under fire. So let's see if he can stay alive for longer or not. After all, there is still a chance that the AI...
Behold,
and no.
the power of the Illuminate.
Hybrid is unfortunately gonna go and Control K everything, as he says this is over.
You're in my way. You're in my way.
But yes, it seems like Team Amogus have prevailed and have proved to be better than Team Peppo Business. So whoopee GG, and see you in the next round of the losers bracket. As for now, we're gonna go and jump back into the winners bracket for the game between Team A going up versus Team 2.